Hoogland Brown Town. So you just like kept a hand without a threat that just like has a bunch of reaction in it. So looking for a green source here. God, that feels bad. Just like gonna walk into snap snare here. Yep. So if we would have hit a third land last turn, we could have played PN Current this turn, so we would have been able to play Bird last turn. It's unfortunate. Maybe I'm supposed to like lead on Scoos there to like bait the snap snare. Block 10 times out of 10, not close. No, bolt my thing, bolt my thing. Means you're not going to bolt the bird. Means you're less likely to bolt the bird, I guess. Alright, all roots. Anyways, if we're going to draw a land, that's the next best thing. Fucking the tap the wall of roots still cracks me up so much. Bird into Path could have been a line. I guess Bird into Path plays around Snap Snare. That's fair. And like we could path our own wall if we needed to. I'd be willing to see that was optimal there. Since the patch, it taps the wall. Excuse me, it taps the wall every time you use it for mana. Motobot knows. NCG bot knows. Moto's so good. So good. So good. I'm not gonna block this time. Thankfully it works fine with Chord. It has a different bug with Chord where you can't stop casting the Chord once you started casting it, but that's a complaint for a different day. Roast my wall. The wall's been roasted. Don't bolt my bird. Don't do it. Thank God. Come on, Worth. Let this resolve. Put a land on top. God, motherfucker. You didn't hear that, Declan. I apologize for the swear. Declan's too young to understand what that means anyways. I'm going to feel real bad when we get snap roasted next turn. Vapor snagged. Yep, sure. Turn 6, on the draw, kept a 2-lander. Well, he's too little to know any better. Now he's going to snap bolt my bird. Rude. Well, I guess we're going to Helix now, because otherwise we have to discard. Yep. Why didn't we witness back a fetch 6 years ago? Because we've had exactly one turn where we got to cast a 3-mana spell, and I opted to cast Courser because the Courser had much higher upside than just casting the Witness. And like if I would have known that we were going to continue getting very unlucky, then I would have cast the Witness. But you know, assuming that we're going to hit an average number of lands in our Magic deck, casting the Courser is more upside. So we're going to Helix this. Might path one of these idiots as well. Yeah, I'm just going to path it, take all the pressure off the table. He's only got 2 cards in his hand. We're still in this game. We're fine. We're at 11 life. He doesn't have a threat on the table. Like, roll the dice. Show me land. God bless America. Three. So we fetched once. So there's been 4 lands and 18 cards in our deck right now. Real life. He has a Snapcaster here that's not good for us. He just has his 3rd Snapcaster. Dismember? Yeah, okay, Dismember. That's fine. That I don't mind, as long as it's not a threat. I'm trying to dodge threats here. I'm actually going to play this Eidolon out because it turns off future Snapcaster mages. He's already played 2, but like it also makes his cantrips a lot worse too. Next turn, we're going to witness a fetch land back if we don't hit a land. That card's pretty good. Eidolon's also sweet too, because like if he plays a threat on his turn, we can path it without fear of getting counterspelled. And Declan's asleep again. I'm gonna go put him down after this game. Poor tired Declan. Yeah, I think so too. Like I'm definitely feeling better about this game. Like we haven't drawn lands for forever, and we're doing all right. I think I just want to path this, just like be mana efficient. I can't really afford to not be. I don't really want to shock myself because we're kind of low on life. He's also at 11, so like 3 power on the table, we can race him. I mean, he's not going to wake up sitting on me. He's fine. He's comfortable. He fell asleep in this position. He's cozy. He's trying to cast a counterspell, but he can't because I have Eidolon on the table. Get out of here, nerd. Opponent's at 8, so if this resolves, it's technically lethal on the table. He's so tired, the bink fell out of his mouth, poor little guy. I wouldn't be surprised if this doesn't resolve, but, oh god, it resolved. This game's over. We have to get, like, Clasmed or something. That's hair under my shirt. My manly chest hair. The old bolt my PN, Kieran, deal. I guess if you had Goif this turn or Hooting Mandrills, that would be annoying. Did you find a sweeper? Found a sweeper, must have just come off the top. Just like casting Hootie for full. Yeah, that's fine. We're screwed for forever and probably gonna win this game anyways. Yeah, the Delver decks usually don't play any sweepers, like maybe a Rough Tumble. A Rough Tumble wouldn't even be very good here. See, the problem is like we would have never had a chance to activate a township this game. The deck is so mana hungry that you just don't have time to use a card like township. So I'm gonna go put Declan in his crib again. Hopefully he will sleep for a little while longer this time, and we will be back with some more matches here in just a second. Thanks for hanging out, everyone. Two 0 to start this league. Not the worst. One more to at least break even. Sorry, y'all are stuck looking at my ugly face again instead of itty bitty baby Declan. Thanks for the follows. I appreciate that. If you've never been here before, my name is Jeff Hoogland. I'm a grinder on the Star City game circuit, currently ranked first on their tour. Play a lot of Modern here, play a little bit of Standard once the Standard format's relevant on Magic Online again. Get the Open in Columbus this weekend. Basically, most of the Star City events I will be at. Put up mulligan. Our hand is very reasonable. Again, side off boom bust. That sounds hot. Goblin Dark Dweller is definitely modern playable. That card's very good. Getting our Bird's Thoughts used here is going to be kind of bad. I really don't mind if he takes anything else. Yeah, I wouldn't play Red Green Valakut. I think the Red Green Valakut deck is really, really bad. I would build something else. Like, there's a lot of tier 2 decks in Modern that are fine. I don't think that's one of them. It doesn't interact well with its opponents, and it doesn't kill very quickly. It's either or. I believe it's 2 and 6. Took our bird. Right, so we hit a land at least, so that's good. That was probably the wrong... Yeah, that was... God, I'm so bad at sequencing today, just like autopilot. We should have played the fetch land on one here. Okay, so not he's playing tokens. Had our opponent been on Abzan and played like a Dark Confidant or Tarmogoyf, I probably wanted to path on one, so I should have let on the Windswept Teeth here. That was an ideal draw. I'm going to get Temple Garden here, so we have enough green mana to chord regardless of what happens to our creatures. Yeah, man, you got Lingering Souls. That was a good draw. So we get to go Wall of Roots into Scavenging Ooze into Exile Lingering Souls during his upkeep with Wall of Roots. That wasn't a bad sequence at all. Let's get to get really on the board here. I think the token matchup is favorable for Chord. It could be wrong though. I feel like I've won it a lot more often than I've lost it. We have when you have Pontiff in your deck, the token matchup is definitely favorable, I think.